I'm here on the morning of Connected Britain, joined by Matthew Hunter of HellermannTyton. Matthew, you've been coming to Connected Britain for a number of years now. Are you excited for the next 2 days?
Yeah, no, it's the event now really in the calendar, and I know some of the other events might get a bit upset at me saying that, but it's certainly the largest event. Some of the others are much more focused, but this is really a good collection of the whole industry coming together.
Fantastic, great to hear that. Tell us about these UK plants that are coming online in the future.
Yeah, so we've been based in Northampton since the late 90s, early 90s if you talk to some, but we're expanding our footprint in Northampton, so we've just acquired another 60,000 square foot building to extend our warehousing and assembly, and also we're now investing in 2 new microduct lines. Following the acquisition of Gabacom, we've been bringing products across from Germany, but obviously from a environmental perspective, it's a lot better to manufacture in the UK and deliver that in the UK. So we've got 2 new lines heading into our Plymouth factory. So we have factories in Northampton, Manchester, Plymouth and Cannock in the UK. So is the wider HellermannTyton group, and we're just really using more of that group to promote the connectivity products into the market.
Brilliant. And tell us how you're going about recruiting new staff and then retaining staff as well.
Yeah, so the marketplace at the minute, I think as everyone's aware, is trying to get people is difficult, trying to get good people is even more difficult. So we're looking really to promote more of a engaging atmosphere for people. So we're just looking now at the moment of sponsoring Northampton Saints to raise our profile both nationally and within the local area. In Plymouth we've got a huge drive there where we're actually out talking to people in shopping centres and really taking a different approach, and actually looking at much more the softer side of keeping people involved. So lots of schemes like the Cycle to Work scheme, well-being events. So certain members of our factory, or certain factories should I say in the UK, we offer them free gym membership. So it's really sort of the softer side to keep people engaged. It's so difficult now to just get people to come in off the street and want a job. So it's much more the softer side, subsidised canteens in all the areas. So it's really sort of, without being too cliche, it's trying to create a bit more of a family environment. People are more engaged, people want to stay and want to do well for us.
That's fantastic to hear. And tell us about the training and development of those staff as well, and how HellermannTyton does that.
Yeah, so the training and development of our staff is one of the key things that we do from a day-to-day basis. We like to keep everyone within our assembly multi-skilled so they can move across different departments. We do a lot of training to try and bring people up a level, but also to give them a wider understanding of the business. But just besides our people, we're now actually in one of the new facilities in Northampton is actually setting up a City and Guilds accredited training centre. So we're doing that jointly with Lucid Training. So we're working together as training partners, and that's really to, it's good to have training on Fibre products, but actually we can sort of show them more of the HellermannTyton ecosystem. If we train them on our products, they get good product familiarisation, but they also get the City and Guilds award at the end of that, and we extend that up to a second level with our 5-day course, which means they get the ECCS card, which means they can then go and work on site as well.
Talking about products, what products have you brought to Connected Britain now, and what are you bringing to market this year?
Yeah, so coming to market this year, we've got a new smaller joint that's been developed. It's called our compact fibre node. We're not very adventurous on our names of products, so we have a fibre distribution node, a universal distribution node, and now the compact fibre node. So there's a play on a theme, but actually that's really to try and help our customers and their contractors to reduce the amount of traffic into the pits and chambers. So it's a much smaller device. It will do up to 288 fibres, ideally 144. But as we're seeing now, we are seeing a much smaller fibre count coming towards the final stage of that fibre to the home. So it's a really exciting thing moving forward. There's lots of smaller products and add-ons, so we're connectorising certain products. And where we've predominantly always done a metal backboard that goes into our street cabinet, we've actually got that now, so we've got a full plastic backboard that's all interchangeable to go into those street cabinets. So that's a big change, and again it really helps reduce the footprint of what we're doing. Much more easier to transport, much easier to put together, So again, it speeds up the installation time for our contractors and customers.
Matthew, it's been a pleasure as always. Enjoy the next 2 days.
Brilliant. Thank you very much.
Thanks.